Actually, before you go, okay,
Yep.
everybody, let's change gears to even bigger news, in my opinion. Because it really is. It's not more exciting or more fun, but it is gigantic news. And it's
I think
this.
I know where this is going.
TrekMovie.com. No, I'm not being sarcastic. Paramount Skydance merger gets final approval, setting stage to transform Star Trek's corporate parent. Okay, I don't want to read an article about corporate stuff. That sounds, I don't even know. But John, what's the deal with that?
Well, actually, I didn't read that. I didn't read that article either. So,
Sounds huge. It sounds huge.
I,
Melissa, did you read it? What's the big deal? What happened?
I did
yeah. Well,
read it.
it's
The FCC finally gave Paramount and Skydance the green light to move forward. It's the big news. And then the article also goes along to say that this could mean a lot of things, a lot of changes could come for Star Trek in general, because a lot of things will most
Mhm.
likely shift. And we don't really know what that's going to be or what that's going to look like. But they did talk about David Ellison's role in the 2009 movies, as he was executive producer on two of those films during that time, and he was showed interest in moving that forward in the past, so that there's nothing that says that he wouldn't still be interested in being a part of that. So yeah, we'll see.
so,
We'll see how
so
that
while
goes.
changes, yeah, and while changes are inevitable with a new regime and a new owner of
Mhm.
Paramount, our Star Trek, as we know it right now, is pretty blocked for the next 2 years anyway. So
Right.
we have 2 seasons of Strange New Worlds to come. We have 2 seasons of Starfleet Academy to come. So we're probably, I don't think we'll find out anything in terms of what new stuff is going to happen. Maybe for the next few months, maybe until
Mhm.
2026, when we'll start hearing, hey, what's the next level of Star Trek? What's going to happen next? But for
Right.
now, we can be pretty assured, we can come pretty comfortable that we do have these two shows still coming, and we're going to have Star Trek content into 2027 for these two shows. And then
Mhm.
after that, who knows? Maybe there'll be a new regime. Maybe there'll be a new showrunner for Star Trek. Maybe, like, you never know.
Right.
And what that could mean, whether the things that we've been asking for the last several years, like legacy, will happen, we don't know, or it'll be a
Mhm.
whole new revamp of Star Trek or some new vision of Star Trek. We don't know anything. It all depends on how everything shakes out and who will eventually be running Star Trek. Whether the Alex Kurtzman regime will continue or somebody else will come on board at some point, we just don't know. But we're good. We're set for the next 2 years roughly. So
Right.
we have stuff to
Okay.
look forward to no matter what. Star Trek's not going away.
Mm,
What would you
ever.
say? You are going away. I know you have to run, John, but in one sentence, if somebody said to you, John, because I've heard this, I've heard a lot of people say this. Somebody says, John, can I call you John? And you'd say, sure, spit it out. And they'd say, okay, Star Trek is dead. What would you say to them?
I laugh. I laugh in their face. Star
Do you
Trek is
think,
alive and well. Star Trek has been with us for 60 years. It has had starts and stops, but even when it stopped, it never went away. It was always there, ready to be revived. And every time it got revived, it got bigger and bigger than ever.
do you
So
think it's bigger now than it was, say, 5 years
yes,
ago? Or
sure.
do you think it's
Well, 5 years.
diminishing?
5 years ago was 18,
2020.
2017, 2018, 2020. Oh
2020.
my God, what
I
year am
know.
I?
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I know.
The biggest Star Trek was 2022 and 2023 of this era, because that's when we had 5 shows, a new episode every Thursday on Paramount Plus, and then we had also the final season of Picard and Strange New Worlds. Like, that was the apex. And then over the last year and a half or two, we started losing shows, and Star Trek started cutting down. But
But
so
it's
but
But
so
do
the
still
you
apex.
think
bigger.
that, oh, do you think that translates to its popularity? Do you think it's gained traction and popularity versus
That's
when it started?
that's. I think there are more fans now than there have been let's say in the last 20 years. But it's so spread out. There are fans of the new shows. They're definitely legacy fans of all the old shows that never went away. It's going to be hard to. We'll need time to really fully gauge over the next, let's say, 10 years how many fans came on board during this era that we've got. And a lot of that will also depend on, at some point, the Star Trek on Paramount Plus shows, Discovery, Lower Decks. I think a big key to growth for Star Trek will be those shows, those repeats of those shows, leaving Paramount Plus's paywall and kind of maybe going to other streaming services, getting like kind of like how the movies occasionally leave Paramount Plus and go on HBO or go on Prime Video. And that way, other people see it who aren't Paramount Plus subscribers. And that's how you grow the fan base. So I think over the next 10 years, yes, Star Trek will grow.
Yeah. And the article also mentioned that Skydance and Paramount may be looking to partner with another streaming service like Disney and Hulu so that they can compete with Netflix and the bigger streamers. So that might be happening too, and who knows how that would change the landscape.
The best streamers are the one on bicycles, I think.
But we're all Star Trek fans. Star Trek is the greatest franchise in the world. I firmly believe that. It is the single greatest franchise. It encompasses everything. There is something in it for everyone at every level of life, every level of interest. And I think the only thing holding Star Trek back is eyeballs, being able to see it.
Ew.
Well, and then word of mouth. I mean, if we don't know it's coming, or if people don't know it's available or out there, nobody's going to watch it. So word of mouth, marketing, advertising, all of that stuff.
Accessibility.
Accessibility. Yes, it's important to the longevity.
That's the big one.
Thanks so much for watching that clip. We go live every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Star Trek and Chill.